everyone, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Today I'm starting by giving you an update on the orchids my friend Corina of Fifi channel sent me last summer. These were divisions of her own orchids. Such good orchids these are. Look at this one, just a division but already surprised me with 3 blooms. This one is a Rincolelia Cattleya named Taiwan Smiley Beauty. I'm trying here to get the best light because the colors are not being captured right. This is a very dark colored Cattleya. The sepals are sweet lavender with a faint yellow stripe in the center, but they are contrasting with the petals which have a very dark velvety burgundy color with gold in the center. They are really very showy, these blooms. As I said, this was a division and it had 2 pseudobulbs when I got it in the summer. Soon after, the plant grew this other one and a sheath too. This sheath turned straw color and all of a sudden filled up and bloomed. When I got this orchid, she had some very long roots, but they were aerial roots and they were not used to water. But still the orchid grew a few roots. But then, when winter came, they stopped growing. I believe she did not enjoy much the semi-hydro in which I put her in. So I removed the deposit of water during winter and watered her regularly. Anyway, by no means I was expecting her to bloom. The pseudobulbs are shrinking, which might mean the existing roots are not enough to feed the blooms, to give them their necessary energy, and the pseudobulb reserves are being used for that. The blooms are not entirely opened yet. They might not even open fully, but they begin to scent, and the fragrance they cast is so pleasant. Well, I am anxious for more pseudobulbs and for new roots. Luckily, there is an eye swelling at the base of the plant, and hopefully soon after flowering, there will be a new growth followed by new roots. This is another division Corina sent me. This one is Brasso Cattleya Hawaii Stars. One of her parents is Brassovla Little Stars. When I received her from Corina, I started to grow her in semi-hydro, and although she grew 2 new pseudobulbs, I could feel she was not enjoying it, and in fact, she hardly had any roots when winter started. So I decided to mount her bare-rooted on this plastic grid, and I was watering her daily. She liked it and she grew some new roots. So now it's the time to choose new medium for her, and that's what I did. I have placed her in with her mount in orchiata bark, although the mesh pot she's in will allow the medium to dry fast. For the time being, I left also that moss in there as the roots were used to it, and I hope that will help to smooth the transition, although these roots are in the right size to accept a new medium. Hopefully she will produce flowers too in the near future. Do you know Corina's channel? I'm sure you do, but if not, please use the link I will put down below in the description box and check for her videos. She has very interesting topics. My Rincostyles Gigantea here continues in bloom. It's been a while, and she's still casting a strong fragrance. And here is one of her descendants, Vanda costylis pink. This is a small-sized Vanda. She's a primary hybrid, the result of Neophanetia falcata crossed with Rhincostylus gigantea. This is quite a cute little Vanda, and her blooms are opening now. So these flowers have the traditional shape of Neophanetias and the pink coloration of this Rhincostylus gigantea. Although here the pink color is more faded. Can you see here? The lip is pinkish, and there is also some pink tinges and dots on the petals and sepals. The pink is very similar to her parent here. My only bulbophyllum here is also trying to bloom. We can see here one spike in the front of the plant. And in the back there is something else I thought was another spike. But now I believe it's a pseudobulb because it has a rounder shape. My complex hybrid falls are also in spike. This is the pink one with the two usual spikes. This one has white flowers, or will have white flowers if they come to that, but only one spike. And this is always the first one to bloom with yellow flowers. They are almost ready to open. And back there, for my satisfaction, the Cattleya or Cattleya purpurata is growing lots of roots, just the way I like it. Aren't they beautiful roots? This is my widest southern window, and there are many plants here, mostly orchids, except for my two oyas. This is the one growing from the very long cutting Corina sent me. I have divided it into 3 pieces, and they rooted, and they are growing wonderfully. A new stem has sprouted from the base, and the other pieces are generating new growths along the stems. Let me just take away my Brassavola, which is hanging from the Oya, so that you can see how grown she is. Isn't this Oya getting so lovely? Really beautiful. And healthy too. Well, I'm not highlighting now all the orchids I have on this window sill. They are too many, but still I can point out this Dendrobium ibiki here, which is starting new growths already. Okay, before we proceed, bear with me a moment while I hang this Vanda costylis and my Brassavola, so that there will be no accidents happening. have arranged this sheer curtain here because the sun is already too hot, especially through the glass. And this time of the year the sun shines most of the day. Not that I like sheer curtains, I really don't, but anything for the orchids. Now slowly to the west-facing window, where I am keeping some more orchids. The orchids here get sun after 4 o'clock this time of the year, a bit later further along in the season. Here I have placed my best oncidium types and also my species Phalaenopsis. My sweet memory here. The Sederia japonica here, loving her teapot, which reminds me I must change her moss one of these days. A few air plants too. And now I'm just giving you an overview of the room where I'm growing these orchids during winter. That was a special request from my friend Judy from It's Just Judy channel. Do you know Judy? She's one of my subscribers from Florida. I will put her link to her channel down below. Just take a look and give her a hand. She's just starting. She lives in a very thrilling place, as you will see if you go to her channel. And there the alligators live in the wild just across from her garden. There you go, Judy. This is the heart of my house. It's a large open room leading to the garden and to where all other rooms in the house converge to. And I was forgetting, here on this little table I still have these Phalaenopsis, which I recently acquired. They came together in one single pot. When I repotted them, I noticed that and I separated them, and I'm keeping one for my daughter. They are quite beautiful too. I love the colors on these blooms. And we are now getting back to where we started. And so, to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.